John Denver, born Henry John Deutschendorf Jr. on December 31, 1943, in Roswell, New Mexico, became one of America's most beloved singer-songwriters. Raised in a military family, Denver experienced frequent relocations, which shaped both his sense of rootlessness and his deep appreciation for nature. These early experiences inspired the themes that would dominate his music throughout his career. From humble beginnings, he developed a passion for music at a young age, receiving his first guitar at 11. That gift set him on a path that would eventually make him a symbol of America's natural beauty and heartfelt songwriting. Early life and musical beginnings. Denver's childhood in a military family exposed him to constant change, giving him both adaptability and a love for wide-open spaces. Influenced by 1960s folk musicians and the energy of rock and roll, he began exploring his musical voice while attending Texas Tech University. A move to Los Angeles marked the beginning of his professional career, and he adopted the stage name John Denver, inspired by Colorado's capital. Denver's early work reflected his personal experiences and love for nature. These formative years were crucial in shaping the sensibility and lyricism that would define his music, blending folk, country, and pop elements. Breakthrough and songwriting success. Denver's breakthrough came in 1969 when he wrote "Leaving on a Jet Plane," later popularized by Peter, Paul, and Mary. The song's success established him as a talented songwriter with a distinctive voice. Soon, Denver transitioned to performing his own material, capturing audiences with his warm tenor and acoustic guitar. The 1970s saw him achieve international fame with hits like "Take Me Home," "Country Roads," "Annie's Song," and "Rocky Mountain High." These songs celebrated nature, human emotion, and a sense of nostalgia. Denver's music resonated widely, appealing to both folk and pop audiences and establishing him as a cultural icon. Film and television career beyond music. Denver made a notable mark in film and television. He starred in the 1977 comedy film Oh God alongside George Burns, demonstrating his natural charisma and acting talent. The movie was a commercial success, balancing humor with thoughtful themes, and it highlighted Denver's ability to connect with audiences outside of music. Over the 1970s and 1980s, he appeared in TV specials and other screen projects, further expanding his public persona. These appearances reinforced his reputation as a multifaceted entertainer and helped him maintain visibility at the height of his fame, showing fans that his talents extended far beyond his music. Environmental advocacy and humanitarianism. Denver was more than a performer. He was a passionate environmentalist and humanitarian. His music increasingly reflected his love for nature and commitment to conservation. He used his fame to advocate for protecting natural landscapes, wildlife, and sustainable living. Beyond environmental issues, he supported humanitarian causes, emphasizing compassion and civic responsibility. Denver also championed space exploration, encouraging public support for NASA programs and scientific advancement. Through music and activism, he demonstrated that fame could be leveraged to promote meaningful causes, inspiring fans to consider the environment, human welfare, and broader societal responsibilities alongside entertainment. Artistic freedom and civic engagement. Denver also took a principled stand against censorship in music, testifying before the U.S. Congress to defend artistic freedom. At a time when musicians faced pressures to alter their work or risk bans, he advocated for creative expression and the importance of music as a truthful, inspiring medium. His civic engagement extended beyond music and environment, reflecting a commitment to principles that transcended his career in entertainment. These efforts underscored his belief that artists could influence public policy and social discourse positively. Reinforcing a legacy that combined artistry with activism. The Colorado connection. A defining aspect of Denver's life was his profound love for Colorado, where he lived in Aspen for much of his adult life. The Rocky Mountains and the surrounding wilderness inspired much of his songwriting and personal philosophy. His connection to the state was recognized in 1974 when he was named Colorado's official poet laureate. Songs like Rocky Mountain High celebrated the area's beauty and were later officially adopted as state symbols. Denver's bond with Colorado reflected his broader worldview, a respect for nature, a desire to celebrate regional identity, and a belief that art could enhance public appreciation for the environment. Music and legacy Denver's songs continue to resonate with audiences decades after their release. Take Me Home, Country Roads became an anthem for West Virginia, while Rocky Mountain High remains a symbol of Colorado's landscape. His music blended folk, country, and pop with heartfelt lyrics, creating timeless classics. Beyond commercial success, his work inspired others to appreciate nature, value human connection, and engage with environmental and social causes. Even as he evolved artistically in the 1980s and 1990s, Denver remained true to the sensibilities that made him famous, ensuring that his legacy would endure as both a musician and a cultural ambassador. The tragic plane crash. Tragically, John Denver's life was cut short on October 12, 1997, when he crashed while piloting his own experimental aircraft, the Rutan Long EZ, off California's coast. Initially attributed to pilot error or mechanical failure, later investigations revealed more complex factors. The fuel selector valve was mispositioned, causing fuel starvation and engine failure. Compounding this, the plane had design flaws, and Denver had previously raised concerns about the aircraft's fuel system. This combination of technical issues and inadequate support ultimately resulted in a fatal accident, highlighting the dangers inherent in experimental aviation, personal struggles, and human vulnerability. In addition to mechanical issues, Denver faced personal challenges in the years preceding his death. He struggled with emotional stress, complicated relationships, and the pressures of fame. Divorce, public scrutiny, and bouts of depression added weight to his private life. Though rumors of substance abuse circulated, no evidence confirmed this. Instead, the tragedy reflected a convergence of human vulnerability and technical failure. Denver's death reminds us that even those admired for their optimism and creativity are susceptible to life's pressures. His human fragility underscores the complex interplay between personal challenges and professional responsibilities. Lessons from the tragedy. The revelations surrounding Denver's crash sparked discussions about aviation safety, pilot training, and accountability. Many noted that proper guidance, equipment, and inspections might have prevented the accident. For experimental and light aircraft, the case highlighted the need for stringent standards and clear communication about risks. Beyond aviation, the tragedy prompts reflection on responsibility, risk management, and the human tendency to underestimate potential dangers. Denver's accident is a cautionary tale, emphasizing the importance of preparation, vigilance, and adherence to safety protocols in all high-stakes endeavors. Conclusion. A lasting legacy. John Denver's life was one of music, activism, and profound connection to nature. Though his death was tragic, his influence endures through his songs, environmental advocacy, and humanitarian work. Denver reminded the world that art could inspire, comfort, and provoke thought, while also demonstrating the vulnerabilities inherent to human existence. His story is both uplifting and sobering, a testament to talent, passion, and the unpredictability of life. Today, his music continues to evoke beauty, nostalgia, and hope, ensuring that his legacy remains alive in the hearts of millions worldwide.